Hello, chat.
Hey, everybody. What's up?
Howdy. I'm on this side of the table
Yes.
for once.
Welcome.
Everyone's been banished to the Japan dimension.
Yes, and we missed them greatly. Sadly, there's nothing we can do to bring them back.
They are gone forever.
Yes.
This is every show from now on. It's just me and Logan sitting here.
Forever in our hearts, forever in Japan, everyone else. Good morning, Colby. Good to see you.
I'm assuming you guys are just waking up,
Yes.
given the 13-hour time difference. Bullied by Arkfeld. I wish I had played Final Fantasy XIV more than 3 levels before I got extremely bored of it and also had no time for playing MMOs anymore.
Yeah.
The Eternal Curse.
But we thought, what could we do that doesn't necessarily need everyone, but especially when Colby and Corey were out of town, we should do something Magic the Gathering related.
Absolutely. We can't let him have all of the cards. And I hope everyone enjoyed my extremely thought out and dumb thumbnail that I made for this episode.
I love it.
It was great. It was Corey approved.
The crying pointing meme is one of my favorites, and I think it's very underutilized.
Just wait till you see the one for tomorrow's stream. By the way, we're having a stream tomorrow, if anyone didn't hear.
Yes,
this man's running another one-shot.
Yes.
And then I believe on Sunday also?
On Sunday also.
Yes.
That one-off that we did a little while back, Mind the Minds, has been turned into a 3-part series. We started at level 5, and tomorrow we will be at level 10. And if your pattern recognition skills are good, that means on Sunday, they'll all die.
Pardon me, that's me correcting something.
Yes, we have the chat open on our phones to keep up with the times.
Yeah, the usual monitor we use for this is directly beside where we normally look, and I specifically put it aimed at the camera, so when we look at this chat, we're looking at the camera, and we're looking at you.
Yeah.
That monitor has decided that its wireless adapter has no longer decided to function at a regular interval, to a point where it froze twice in a row when I tried to connect it. So I'm going to figure out something else to do with that later.
Maybe we'll banish it to the Japan dimension. Who knows?
That's being expensive for shipping, man. I think I'm just going to take it out back and, office space it.
GM says they all die and a hush falls over the players. That's absolutely right.
That was almost last Sunday, if you don't want some spoilers.
Yes, those of you in our archive of Aeons should definitely catch up because, Colby, you're in the chat. I hope you've recovered from your mild cardiac event that I'm sure ensued.
Don't worry.
That episode.
Colby always has 3 backup characters planned because the second one will immediately die.
I just love the concept of never letting someone reach their backup character. Which, I don't know, Colby, you're welcome to attest to how many you have in your back pocket.
No one will ever surpass John Tiller, the serial killer.
I'm sorry?
That was in Curse of the Crimson Throne. He definitely didn't murder 3 people. Totally didn't.
Who played this one?
Colby.
Oh, okay.
That was his that was during when we were doing The Hook, which was like a mini series when we were still with Paizo.
Gotcha.
We were doing the first book of different adventure paths.
Okay.
So we did the first 3 chapters of Curse of the Crimson Throne.
Got it.
They did attack first. It was in self-defense. You did scythe a man. They were also evil, so it's a justified scything.
Oh.
Except in the criminal court.
Yeah.
But anyway, today,
Yes.
Logan has taken the Secrets crew, and I have taken the Aeons crew, because I've been here for pretty much all but 3 Aeons episodes, I think.
It's true.
And we've decided to both, in my case, I found a bunch of cards that I think kind of fit the characters, and the first card that I looked at and was just yeah, that fits. And then we're going to do the fun part where we're going to come up with our own ideas for commander cards, which may or may not come up in Tapped Out if it eventually ever comes back, as, some proxy decks that we build out.
I want to say this idea did not originate, but it found some legs while we were out at a bar not terribly long ago.
Yes, 3 or 4 weeks back?
Something like that. Myself, Corey, Sully, and Archedas all decided to play Magic on a Saturday like you do. And Sully received a text from a friend that said, hey, do you guys want to go to karaoke? Sully and I are about that life. And Cully and Corey.
We have too many people with similar names.
Corey and Archedas are very good sports and decided to tag along. It's not the worst karaoke experience I've ever had.
It's the second time I've ever been to karaoke, and the first time, I legitimately don't remember. I just know I did go to karaoke once. I didn't drink while I was there. I just can't tell you a single thing that happened the whole night.
Huh, okay.
I don't know.
So objectively, was that the worst karaoke night you've been to?
I don't remember.
All right.
So
Yeah, not enough data.
it's both worst and best because it's the only one I can remember. So a weird old guy leaned on me and shook Corey's hand.
There's a lot of weird old guy leaning happening. This... I don't know how much of a tangent we can go on with
We've
this.
told this story so many times through both Corey and Sully on so many different pre-shows.
Fair enough. Long story short, to pass the time in a very loud environment, we were coming up with the idea of what characters could do what with their commanders and things like that. So,
Shouting card ideas at each other from about this distance, just top of our lungs.
While some poor woman in the background is singing Miley Cyrus's The Climb at the top of her lungs, we're just going, I think he would have lifelink and double strike.
Aster.
Yeah, I was thinking Doc.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
This time.
But would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
I'll let you go first.
Okay. Whose player character would you like first? Of Marcus, Colby, Brett, Sully, Corey. I forgot to do prototype because they're so new. I didn't actually think about it. I thought about the original Aeons cast.
That's fair.
I have Adome, Rick, Martin / Easy, Trey, Marius, and Reginald.
Let's do Brett. Because you will see Brett tomorrow if you tune in for our one shot.
So for Reginald, his card was complicated because I wanted it to be complicated.
Okay.
He, as a single character, because of the timeline shenanigans that he has going on and shifting between them, I set Reginald up as a partner commander.
I like it. Okay.
There is an honorable mention. I'll get to him last. It's an honorable mention just because of what the card is. But I have this fun little thing that I can do where if I go to here and I jump over real quick so you don't see my horrendous OBS setup right now. And then I go back to Discord where I have everything written down. I have... in there. And that should pull up. This is the first part of Brett's commander here.
Okay.
Haste, because he loves to toss that out.
Yeah.
And whenever you cast your second spell each turn, untap target creature, then investigate. So you got your investigate portion of him being a literal investigator, making other people go fast and do more things by untapping them.
I love the bottom tagline. You can have two commanders that both have friends forever.
Yes, he is friends forever with himself, because I would have to model this as Reginald and also Reginald.
Gotcha.
The other one, and I did purposely do this because I wanted Reginald to have a game. I wanted his deck to have a thing for you to figure out how to make work.
Okay.
So I wanted a little bit something extra for it. This one. So here's the other half. You may notice that red, green, blue, black, red.
Okay.
He's only missing white.
Yeah.
Because Reginald, while he is a lot of medicine skills, doesn't do it via magic a lot.
True.
So your maximum hand size is 11 with Cicely. When she attacks, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Then, if you have 11 or more cards in your hand, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand without paying its mana cost.
Ooh.
So the game is to use your investigates to draw extra cards via your clue tokens and being able to have her on the board to draw extra cards and hurt yourself a little bit. Because Reginald's real good at getting hurt. It doesn't go great for him pretty often. He likes getting punched in the face real hard, sorry to say. But then you have the fun little game of being able to get up to 11 and then do something big for free.
Yeah. I've never seen a card set your maximum hand size to a specific number before. I've usually just seen it like, oh.
There's a couple, because there's also like, I think it's Triskaidekaphobia or something, that's if you have exactly 13 cards at the end step,
you win
the game. This isn't a win the game. It's Reginald doesn't like a lot of spell casting, even though he's not a primary caster, but his spells do come up quite a bit. So this gives him just a little bit of an extra oomph if he gets to play the game that he's trying to figure out how to get exactly to 11.
Yeah, instant to sorcery for free is crazy.
Yep. But that was the first one that I came up with.
I like it.
What was yours, good sir?
So this one would be for Clementine. It's not necessarily who she is, but it's something that, like, when I saw the card, I was like, this is absolutely something that Clementine does on a normal basis, is the card Humility. It is a game changer.
That is, isn't it?
And I think the artwork and the effect are so funny. All creatures lose all abilities and have a base power and toughness of 1/1.
It is a very old card.
It's incredibly old. I just think of Clementine bullying other creatures into being worse at their own jobs.
Including herself.
Yes.
It's because it hits everything.
Every creature.
That is absolutely a card in Kleb's deck because it's all of the time she does it and then is just exposed.
Yep.
And just...
Okay, I did it, guys. Go get him.
Wait, no, why are you targeting me? Stop! No, stop it! I think I had, at some point, this was like the day or two after, I think I had sent Corey a bunch of ideas. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I had one for Clem. I know I sent him one for the I came up with one for the Verity.
I would love a vehicle Verity card.
It'll be up here somewhere. Okay, nice one. Yes, I can. Where was...
Unless Riley is playing Cassandra for Malevolence, in which case all of her insults are a 1/3 on the die.
Yes.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm having that curse with one of my characters, unfortunately. Oh, here it was. I came up with one that was for Aster, Chip. I came up with a Karth one.
Ooh.
Which I can only read you part of because, spoilers.
Oh.
The response Corey did give to the Karth, which I did set up as a land, was that land goes hard.
Oh. Okay.
This was the Clem one. Go surreal. A sorcery. Create a token copy of a creature in your graveyard. It's a 1/1 spirit in addition to its other types and has when this creature enters, you may return target non-artifact creature you control to your hand. Because the ghost shows up and they get scared.
Right, yeah. I like that a lot. Oh man, that's good.
Yeah. I'm gonna be jumping around a lot here.
I want to play a character that just insults people. Well, Colby, having played a number of bards in my life, as well as my favorite little rat, Venny, was so much fun. I contributed nothing.
You contributed barrel.
Barrel was a lot of fun. I had gun.
You legally had it. You did own a firearm. That is true.
2d20 of disintegration damage.
The most swing on a weapon. Just 2d20. I can do 2 or I can do 40.
Venny's a lot of fun. Like the only advice I can give with characters that love to Monmouth Swashbuckler, that's also a good one.
I was gonna say just wit swashbuckler, I'm pretty sure is all based around like intimidate. Well, I know there's a braggart swashbuckler, which is the intimidate, and then there's a wit one that's based on diplomacy, I think. Mm-hmm. It's diplomacy or deception. You do a lot of feinting.
Honestly, playing a character that insults people is all in the player.
Yeah.
Like Aster gets some good burns in every now and again, both literally and mentally. And even Chip.
I still cannot get over just the middle of an episode. Just call him a beta cuck. Oh my god. Gary has some bangers.
He does. He absolutely does. Even Chip's kind of anti-humor will occasionally just like read you for filth. Just like, oh, I wasn't aware that that's how that functioned. When you've clearly done something wrong. We're all very backhanded capable on this channel, as I've seen.
As we experienced last episode during the pre-show.
Oh, man.
Gary, full betrayal. Just destroyed him.
For that bit, you'll have to check out the pre-show.
You gotta catch the pre-shows. They're insane.
So who did you have next on our Aeons cast?
Let's just go around the table. So we'll do Marius last, because I think his is the most, like, it makes sense after you think about it.
Okay.
So next we would have, I believe it would be Cammy. Because Reginald Cammy. For Adelme or Cammy, I did, let me find it here. I'm on the right scene, right? Yeah, I have the preview window so I can see what I'm doing. I did also end up making Cammy a partner card because Greenie. I haven't decided which side is going to be Greenie yet. I'm thinking this one. Flying, other creatures you control get +1/+1.
Okay.
So she's got little buffs going out to everybody. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Now, that doesn't seem like it's going to be exactly Cammy. It's not healing, it's revival from the grave.
Revival.
Now, a thing that hasn't come up on the shows yet. Almost at all times, Cammy has at least one, if not two, castings of Breath of Life available. She always keeps the spell slots open because this is Pathfinder, and we're at the stage where things will just kill you.
Yeah.
They're in the level range of Pies just going, okay, you should be able to deal with anything now, including death.
That's true. I love when parties reach a certain level of like, if we're doing like a one-off of characters and they're like level 15, I'm like, roll a d4 to see how many times you've died. You're level 15, you've had ways to counter death. What have you done? Like 1d4 minus 1 times that you've died to see if you've made it this far without actually dying.
That is a fun little thing to do for high level. If you're like starting a campaign off of just like, yeah, you've died a few times, you've seen the other side.
It will always baffle me that folks will continue to do evil when hell is very provably real.
Well, you don't necessarily go there if you're evil. It depends on what variety of evil you are.
It's true. You could end up in Pandemonium.
You could end up in Pathfinder in, the Abyss, which is like hell but worse. Because they just kill you again and eat your soul. I found out recently from some spoilers for the God's Reign novel, if you haven't read it yet. I found out that souls can go in the Dead Vault, which is where Rovagug's at. And he's the thing that is on par with the over god of Pathfinder Pharasma in terms of she came over from the last reality, and so did Rovagug. And he's supposed to kill everything and eat it all, and then she just kind of goes, well, this place sucks now, bye, and goes to the new reality. Okay. But that was a thing I found out recently. But that's the first half, and I think this is going to be the Greenie half.
Gotcha. This
is the sensible. Her magic comes from this. It makes sense. Also, the other half is the Chaos Gremlin. Which, as soon as I type this in, people will realize why. So we got a Vial Smasher. I believe I did, this one. Whenever you cast your first spell each turn, choose an opponent at random. It does damage equal to that spell's mana value to the player or planeswalker. It's just a silly little guy who's gonna blow you up for whatever he casts randomly.
So choose an opponent at random.
Yep, you just
deal damage to that spell's mana value.
Yeah, so you cast your spell. It's a 6-drop. You roll a d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for your 3 opponents. Whoever you roll, they get 6 damage.
That's crazy, because you could also do that on what is it? The one that hits every target for 8 damage.
And then you hit someone
for more.
For more, yeah.
That's crazy.
A silly little guy who just is here to cause chaos and problems. Except that you can't really blame him because he doesn't get to pick who he causes chaos and problems to.
I'll still blame him. I mean, because if it hits me, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah, you're gonna be mad, but it's just he didn't try. He's just I'm throwing this out there and see what it does.
Yeah. Sir, that is not Clive Roseville.
Oh, that does remind me. I don't know why specifically Link saying that reminded me. The honorable mention for Reginald. You might actually know this card because it's a Doctor Who card.
Private Detective. He's a great card.
This was going to be I wanted more for Reginald's than just this. But I really like this card.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the activate this only once part. This is the part that ruins the card for me because I want to make a deck with this man that is a Tron deck specifically so I can kill people with his chair. I want this man to beat a person to death with his chair.
Well, because it's whenever he enters or attacks, you investigate.
Yeah, it's just like, he's a good investigate card. Reginald's an investigator. It's just a very simple thing to encompass. And this ability only ever works once. It doesn't matter if he goes back to command zone. It still only works once.
Yeah, he's also... Well, if you get him to the graveyard and then come back, I think the rules state it could be used again because it's a different instance of the casting, yeah?
I'm not certain, because I know there's certain cards that have abilities similar to this that you can only ever use them once in the game, no matter how many times you bring the card back.
Interesting.
I think the only way you can do it is if you blink it. Like, remove it from the game via exile, and then it comes back.
I just feel like they should add per game there to get rid of all confusion.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
He's got a great card pairing with that in the Doctor Who deck with Sergeant John Benton, who...
we can pull him up.
Yeah, he's a great card. I have a friend of mine who diabolically built a deck around him. Trample and Haste. Whenever he does combat damage to a player, you and that player draw that many cards. So the more cards you have in hand, the stronger Dugan gets. And if you start slapping, like, flying or indestructible and hexproof on John Benton, he becomes a problem.
According to both Colby and Link, if he leaves the battlefield and later re-enters, it's considered a new permanent.
There it is.
Okay. I know there's certain cards that exist that have the activate this only once, and it is per game.
Right. Yeah, because in that deck, there are ways to get Dugan back from the graveyard.
Yeah. Just tap as your commander and you're fine.
That's also true.
But what'd you have for your next fella for the Secrets crew?
I was thinking I don't know if there is a card that does this, but a chip ability that I would love to see is anything that just tap and, target creature gains -2/-2.
I'm pretty sure there's definitely spells in black. Tap, I don't think. I know there's sorceries and instants that just give creatures minuses.
Yeah, that's what I feel like the chip deck would be built around, is just giving creatures -blank. But Chip himself, I think, would either be white or colorless. Because I could see both
versions. Yeah, I could see a colorless, like, artifact creature version, and then with the magic he has, giving him a color with it.
Yeah.
I think I had found one at some point that was like, there's a partner out there that you select its color at the start of the game, so you can just make whatever you want.
That is
with
a Doctor Who companion.
Yeah,
it's Claire Oswald. Yes, Claire Oswald.
I know it's a partner card. It's a partner card that you just select what color it is, and that's the whole thing it does. It's just like a 4/4 that you pick the color, and now you can have it whatever you want in your deck.
And I think it's a 5 cost.
Yeah, I think so. That sounds right. It's a 5 cost with no other text on it.
The game doesn't keep track of the card once it leaves the battlefield. Elish Norn. -2/-2 to your enemy creatures, +2/+2 to you. Yeah, that's a perfect chip card.
That would be a really good one for Chip, because he does buff his allies and debuff the enemies. Yeah, perfect. Also, Phyrexian.
Yes.
It's a nightmare.
I told Corey last stream, because there were so many instances of, like, Chip was giving a -2, Clem was giving a -2 and giving all of us a +2. And I looked at Corey and I was like, I'm just going to use a +6 against his regular armor class to save everyone the headache. I think that would work out just fine.
I've done that so many times. In first edition Pathfinder, because of how many different kinds of, like, buffs and debuffs there are going in both ways, it's just... pen and paper, it's so hard to keep track of everything.
Agreed.
We play first edition on Foundry for one of my my Monday games. And boy howdy does it automate a lot of it, but also not all of it.
Right.
Like, we have to make custom buffs for certain spells, and it's just, if we didn't have those, it'd be so difficult to keep track of, especially because that campaign's mythic.
One version of Aster, it's not a legendary creature, but in the Cloud Precon deck that they did for Final Fantasy, there is a Saga creature. And I think that is great for Aster. Just like first turn, he gets a +1/+1. Or he's hasted first turn, then he gets a +1/+1. And because of his Solarian Moat, where he just keeps getting more and more things every turn.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, I would say, like, the final saga is this card goes to graveyard, you may recast it this turn.
I had... this was a joke that I made to Corey, but I think is actually extremely good for an Aster card. It's just a reprint.
Okay.
Let me pull it up. Get back to the browser source. It's just this, except it's Aster shaking hands with Aster.
If approach the second sun is cast from your hand, you've casted a spell named Approach the Second Sun.
If you cast the spell and it's not the second time you've cast it, it goes 7 deep from the top of your deck and you get 7 life. And then it's just Aster shaking hands with Aster the second time you cast it, you win.
So it's not legal in Standard?
No, because of age. It's a
Okay.
fairly old card.
Okay. Is there a format in which, and full disclosure, I am very new to Magic the Gathering. Is there another format where you can have multiple of the same card in the deck? Because I know with Commander, this would not be a viable strategy.
It's still not a really viable one in Commander because it's a 7-cost card.
Sure.
That if you play the first one,
you then
you have everyone's got 7 cards from the top of your library to get a counterspell and just sit on it.
True, yeah.
So it's really hard to get off successfully. It's a really I have it in my my life gain deck because it gains you 7 life. But it's just there as in like because how that deck is built is none of this is going to kill anyone. My strategy is cards that say you win the game. I have a bunch of token generation. I have a bunch of other stuff. I'm never swinging with it. It's there to be blockers until I hit a card that says you win the game.
Could you function this where if you cast a spell, copy that spell?
Yes, but no.
Okay.
Because the copy would have to then go into your deck.
Oh, Colby's right. It has to be cast from hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if you had a way to, like, cast it and then the sorcery returns to your hand, you could do that. But I can't think of a way to do that. I'm sure there's a card out there because it's 2025 Magic.
Thwip doesn't work that way, does it? Or is Thwip only creatures with the new Spider-Man cards? Target creature.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Thwip is +2/+2 flying and it's a spider gain 2 life. I think you're thinking web slinging.
Whichever one lets you bounce a card back to hand.
Yeah, that's creatures.
Okay.
Yeah, that one you have to return a creature and then you can put another one into play.
Remand can return the spell to hand.
Let's remand. I'm sure I've seen this card. Counter it. If it doesn't successfully cast, though, then you're just countering it again. Yeah, you'd counter your own spell, which would then make the second sun not resolve, so you still wouldn't have successfully cast it the first time. Gorman.
There's an additional cost that has a spell sacrifice creature.
Flying, trample, enters battlefield. Each opponent sacrifice creature. That's not a bad one.
That's not a bad one
for 6 mana. 5/5. Fly and trample. It's pretty good.
Note to self. Gourmand.
But let's see who we got next here. I did have a chip card here.
Ooh.
I don't know why this keeps scrolling. Which is exactly what I think you want in a chip deck. I didn't put colors on this. I didn't put colors on most of these.
Yeah.
Decomposing Agent. Enchant creature. During that creature controller's end step, the enchanted creature gains a -0/-1 counter. So just every turn, it's slowly dissolving until it's gone.
Oh, okay. That's gross. I love it.
It's the acid thing he did last time.
Yeah.
But that was one I sent to Corey. True.
Yeah.
What do you mean you counted your own spell, loser?
7 turns is a long time.
It's white, so you're probably going to have some draw engine.
True.
So the idea is like you're not drawing to get to it, you're pulling it early.
Or you'll do what you did on the aforementioned Magic Saturday and take 5 extra turns in a row.
We don't talk about expropriate when everyone chooses to get an extra turn. The only way we talk about that is when I go, I milled Corey out. With the help of Sully and Logan going, I guess we'll make a copy of it, and then he had no choice but to take the damage that would kill him, or possibly mill out, and he did in fact mill out. Rite of Replication and Sycorax Commander, after someone plays Silver Dragon.
It was a fun deck.
It was...
The Villainous Choice deck is crazy.
I have a deck that I have affectionately called Manifest Destiny, because it is Democracy Manifest. It is every card that is voting, and all of the Villainous Choice cards, and like all the Tempt cards, Tempt with Rabbits, Rite of Replication, or whatever it is. There's one Tempt card with each color that is like the white ones get a rabbit and draw a card, and then everyone can do the same. But they're all symmetrical effects, but they're optionally symmetrical. And then they stop being symmetrical, because then I get another one, and another one. It's really good. I've never gotten to play... I got to play the Veil-Yard. I've never gotten it to do anything, because I'm either dead or the game is over by the time I finally draw him. Let's see here. Who we got next? I'm gonna have to scroll through this again here.
I think we're back to Aeons.
Yeah. Which we'd now be at Brick. Which, let's see here. Where are you on my list? This was the one I found one that I think fit, but I'm 100% certain there is a better choice. I just also have been fairly busy this week, and once I found the card, I'm just like, cool, I've got one.
Yeah.
This is of the ones I have, this is the one I'm the least happy with. Which is, where he's at. Wolverine Best There Is. Logic on here, I'll read you my shorthand. Hard to kill due to regenerate with, and comparing that to Orcish Ferocity. It deals high damage if it hits you due to the damage doubling, sneak attack. Can be set up as a Tron commander with equipment. You got the shifting rune that Colby really loves to use. Or it can be buffed by other cards to be even more dangerous because it doubles all the damage it would deal. So a +1 given from Cammy would be a +2, and so forth.
Good point from Link. We were debating that approach of the Second Sun. As your second approach of the Sun resolves, it checks only whether the first one was cast, not whether it was resolved or not. So,
fair, yeah.
So Remand would absolutely work.
I would figure it would have to resolve to be cast, though. Because you would attempt to cast, and if it gets countered, you're not technically resolving the first instance of the spell being cast.
Yeah, I guess
I don't know what the magic bylaw is for what exactly is considered casting.
I wonder if it's negating activation and not necessarily negating cast, because you still burn the mana. Yeah,
you'd burn the mana, so I guess you're still casting it, and then just the effect never resolves.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know the bylaws of Magic enough. I've been playing for like a year-ish.
Fair.
To be able to give the rules on that. But yeah, this was the one I was least happy with. I still think it's a good fit. I just guarantee there is a better one somewhere.
Yeah. Giving this thing double strike would be crazy.
It's insane. It is the biggest like red-green commander. It gets really big and it kills you very quick. It does what green won't do. Yeah. It does what red won't do. It's very red-green.
Yeah. That's nice. I can see why it's a secret lair.
Yeah. That was also one of the reasons. I wanted to find magic cards, not like secret lair cards.
Sure.
This one I found it very early on in my searching, and I just like, all of these fit? Pretty good.
Yeah.
If he hits a creature, he gets bigger.
I do like that.
So blocking him is objectively bad for you over time.
That's true. But, well, it's objectively bad, but either you take double the damage to your life directly, or you let it hit the creature and then he gets stronger.
Except you're playing red-green. Boy howdy, this man gonna have trample the next turn.
Yes, he will.
He gonna punch your friend, get bigger, and then punch you.
Ooh, so in that instance, say he goes up against another 2/2, or like a 1/1 for the sake of argument. He would do technically 2 damage to that 1/1.
4. He doubles all damage.
And then the trample that goes through would just be 3 left over,
yes.
Right? Okay, it would not double. It would not double the remaining damage.
No, because
to the player.
He's doing 4 damage to the 1/1,
Got it.
which 3 carries over.
Okay.
Because he only has to hit it with enough to do it, which... No, I think it would actually only deal 2. Because he would be doing 1 damage to the 1/1. He then has 1 damage remaining. He's dealing 1 damage to you, which then becomes 2.
Okay, so each instance of damage is doubled.
I think that's the order of operations for it, because he's not doubling his power, he's doubling the damage he would deal.
Okay. That makes sense.
So he has to deal the damage, and then it increases.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah. Which, I mean, still, Trample makes this dude incredibly threatening. I haven't built a deck with him, because I don't really have an interest, and other red-green commanders are more interesting to me.
Yeah, give him Menace, too.
Yeah, this was another one I thought of, but I thought of it just because it's a card I know Corey loves. I think it's the Mole God. Let me find it here. God. Mole. Come on. I cannot remember his name. We're going to Google. Ansrag, the Quake Mole.
Good lord.
Yeah, this fella.
Ooh. As he becomes blocked, untap each creature you control. Holy cow.
Continue reading.
After this combat phase, there is an additional combat phase.
Must be blocked. He is an 8/4. Give this man trample.
What a disgusting creature.
This card is nuts. Corey, I think Corey has a deck or was building one.
4 cost.
Yeah, it's 4 cost, but then to make him must be blocked. Your choices are get hit for 8 or the bad things happen to you. Which, by the way, each creature, that includes him.
So even if you block the first time,
there's an additional combat phase.
And you're going to get hit anyway.
And he's going to do it again.
Ugh.
This does not say once per turn.
No, it does not.
So every time you block him, he's going to do it again. Now, damage doesn't resolve on him till the end of turn, so you gotta have a way to keep him alive, which is called, hey, indestructible.
Indestructible, right.
But no, he is a nutty card that I desperately need to build a deck around. See, that's what green-red is to me. Like, Wolverine's scary, Quake Mole's very, 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 very scary.
Holy cow.
What we got next for the Secrets crew?
Let's see. Well, I'll go with Doc. I think Doc is a green-white. I'm always back and forth on if I want him to be more of a. I think his power is. I think he's a 3/5.
Yeah, I can see it.
Because he's more of a wall. He does do damage, but like he's definitely more of a wall.
He does a lot of damage. He sticks on par with Aster in damage. He does a lot of damage.
Yes and no. It's one of those. I've run the numbers, and I think if Aster and Doc were to ever come to blows, Aster would win, just because he outpaces me in damage by like 10 points.
Yes, but if Doc was like, I'm fighting to kill this man, and thinking strategically, because you have reach, you end every turn after full attacking with a 5-foot step back, and then he has to move into your threatened area.
That's true. Yeah.
So you're forcing his movement.
A peek behind the curtain, I did build Doc as a horde fighter, because there was a very real possibility that opening episode, it was just going to be time to fight the party.
Yeah. It almost did come to that for a very short period.
Luckily, Corey threw a worm at us.
Yes. A large worm showed up.
But I definitely want to give him, like, I don't know if necessarily lifelink or other creatures have ward.
I feel like with the nanites, Doc would remove damage from creatures.
Okay.
I feel like in combat, if a creature would take damage, it takes 1 less damage.
That's pretty good.
Just like as long as Doc is also attacking.
Sure.
Like if Doc is attacking, all creatures you control this combat take 1 less damage from all sources.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Just because then you've got the nanites coming up as like the little protective cloud, and also being able to heal people a bit.
Yeah, I'd give him reach, just because I do.
You have reach.
It's the same with Valia. Valia has reach.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about that.
Sniper absolutely has reach. I have, for a slight spoiler for Trey, his primary weapon in Aeons was a one-handed weapon that had reach. He has reach. The card I picked has reach.
Makes sense. Yeah, I think Doc is just a wall. A wall that can swing if need be, but mostly just a wall. Green-white.
Plus the white being in there does like life gain, reducing damage things take, making other things better.
Yeah.
That all fits into the white motif. Him being green, being just like a big creature that I'm here, I'm big, other stuff is also happening.
Right. Yeah, I think there's definitely there's different things he can do. Like I think every one of these characters could have different instances of their cards. Like,
oh no, I absolutely, like, if we do the proxy episode, I want to come up with like 10 versions of everything.
Yeah, it's funny. Corey was joking that the Joros are like that new card in the Final Fantasy series, where you can just have multiple of this card in your deck.
It's the what is it, Sig or something?
I think so.
It's the artificer guy who's literally has been in every single Final Fantasy game.
Mm-hmm.
Sid, that's it. I know it was a 3-letter name.
Yeah, we treat Joro like Sid.
Yep. Just do a whole Joro deck.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
I'll give you part of the Karth one.
Okay.
Because I can't give you a lot of it.
I know I said like a reskin of Ilith's Wrath from the miniseries that we did could be Farewell.
Yeah. Farewell would be a good one for that. Just destroy a bunch of different things depending on what you want. What I had for Karth was, it's a legendary land. Tap for 1 colorless. Pay 3. Tap the land. Make a creature you control fight another creature. For the duel mechanic.
For the eclipses, yeah.
It gains counters for each point of damage dealt to a creature this way.
Ooh, okay.
The counters, I'm specifically not saying the name of the counters.
Sure.
When you get to 20, the land transforms.
Okay.
And then it becomes a 6/6 that does a bunch of other also things. Flying Trample, Death Touch. It deals combat damage to a player. Destroy target non-land permanent they control.
Okay. Gross. I love it.
Now you gotta make creatures fight and get to 20 damage to make it become that. So it's a big reward. It's a really neat design.
Ooh.
I just don't want to read much of what else it is because there's some spoilers in there.
Another Ilith's Wrath, because there's a game changer that changes all lands to mountains, all basic lands to mountains.
It's on. There's 2. Blood Moon.
It
changes all non-basic lands to mountains, and then there's also a 2/2 creature that's 3 mana in red that does the exact same thing. It's Magus of the Moon.
Could do that, but have them turn into deserts.
I think
there are cards that's like, oh, all of your lands are also considered deserts.
For some reason, I want to say it's in my Eldrazi deck somewhere. There is, oh no, it's the new Ultima thing, where you can make a land only tap for colorless.
Okay.
It's just like it removes all other abilities of land and it is now colorless, and you can do that like once a turn with it.
Oof.
It's pretty. It's with how it's built out. You can use it for yourself to make your colorless lands tap for 2, and everyone else's color and turn off like non-basics to just be wastes.
Ultima turns land into wastes.
That's what it is. It's Ultima, yeah. And then there's another card that you would generally run that's like anything that taps for colorless taps for 1 more. Let's see. Who do we got next here? Let's go with our good friend Kevin. We miss Kevin. Which, I don't think you intended it, but in the blurb you sent me, I was just like, Kevin?
No.
For tomorrow? I was like, wait, what?
I didn't even think about it. Imagine wonderful guest
we
villain.
get him come in. We need to get Kevin back at some point. Now, here we go. We're back into there.
We can change the blurb if you think it'll be too misleading.
No, I think it's perfect.
Arwen. Some of these Arwen cards are dynamite.
Arwen, Mortal Queen. She is 1 green-white. When she enters the battlefield, she has an indestructible counter on her. You can pay 1 to remove the indestructible counter on her, and then another creature gains indestructible until end of turn. You put a +1/+1 and lifelink counter on that creature, and a +1/+1 lifelink counter on her. So here's what I got here written for this one out. A backline caster that buffs allies. It makes them hard to kill, provides healing through lifelink, makes allies harder to hit with the +1/+1s, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And also hit harder with Inspire Courage, and I don't think Martin ever took it for easy. There's another Bard one that is just AC bonus instead of attack bonus. There's a defensive one instead. It fits a lot of different roles with buffing and healing. Is Bard. They do a lot of stuff, as well as provide some control in terms of lifelink and indestructible, which is a big thing of the occult spell list, is like control, keeping your allies alive, getting rid of things that's affecting them, making them just like flat out immune or resist things, because their basic healing spell makes them resistance to mental effects with Soothe.
Yeah.
Which is Soothe is still the funniest spell in Pathfinder to me. I'm sure there's funnier ones. Like there's Mad Monkeys. Mad Monkeys is hilarious. Just throw out a bunch of monkeys. They're no one's friends. They're just here to rob people. Soothe is the funniest healing spell to me because it doesn't heal you. It just makes you think you feel better. And then makes you less afraid.
I mean,
it's good. It's really good heal value. But it is infinitely funny to me that it, as written, does not fix your wounds. You just got your arm bit off by a dragon, you'll feel better.
So it's like a calm emotions from
kinda.
Okay.
Yeah. It straight up does not actually fix the wounds. You just feel better.
Huh.
It does heal you. It's not like temp HP. It's just, it will never not be funny to me that it doesn't actually fix anything.
That's really funny.
Power of the mind. But who we got next? We got a...
I'll throw a curveball with Gizmo.
I miss Gizmo.
I think Gizmo...
Funny grenade rat.
Gizmo is a junk token making machine.
What's a junk token do? See if I can find it in here.
Wall of junk. Junkyard genius. Oh. Created a tapped power stone too. No.
I'm sure I can find one in here. Give me a moment. Continue while I find this.
I myself am not overly familiar with Gizmo, as Gizmo was before my time when it was junk token. It's an artifact, sacrifice this artifact, exile the top card of your library, may play it this turn, activate a sorcery. But I know he was the tinkerer of the party.
Yeah, he was their like ship engineer and mechanic and computers guy. And
there's a really great card, and I wish I could remember what commander it is, but artifacts you control in combat turn into creatures.
I know Bello does that.
I think maybe it is Bello.
It's artifact. It's non-equipment artifacts and non-auras you control from 4/4s with haste.
Turning all the gadgets and stuff that he makes into attacking creatures, I think, is very.
I think I don't remember his name, but
that he's a raccoon bard.
It is very fitting. There's one in here. I don't remember the card name, but I know I can search for something. There he is, Togo. It's landfall. Create a colorless equipment artifact token that's a rock. You give it to a person, and they can throw a rock at someone. Just making grenades out of nowhere and throwing them at people.
Yeah. That's great.
He did have mild season 2 spoilers if you haven't caught up on it. He did have it's Gizmo and I can never remember the name.
Oh, his brother?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's equally clever. And if Colby's here, Colby will know.
Yeah, someone will know in chat. I can never remember his name specifically. I do not know why it blanks out of my mind.
Sprocket. It's not Sprocket.
It can be. There was multiple incarnations before the one that was on stream. There.
Fair.
Done. I beat it. I beat the allegations. But having those two be like a partner commander, my thought was, because the running joke was that the robot companion was a Terminator.
Yeah.
Just like straight up, hands completely solid, firing off at people as they're speeding down a highway in a car, just no emotion, gun. Gizmo would do something like this where he makes tokens, or like you can sacrifice an artifact to deal its mana cost to a creature as like, pick it up, make it a grenade, throw it at somebody.
Yeah.
And then my thought was every time you sacrifice a artifact, the other one gets bigger.
Okay.
So blow up a bunch of your artifacts as grenades, and then you have the Terminator bot.
That's okay. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Who we got next? He's... I want to do Marius last, because Marius is the weird one for this.
Fair. That's fair.
This was for Trey / Huglum, which was Derp's character.
Derp.
I believe there's multiple of this fella, so I need to do his specific
Derp is
one.
also in the Japan dimension, right?
No.
No?
He was going to, and then life happened.
Fair.
The joys of life.
Happens to us all.
There we go. Rurik Thar, the Unbowed. Or Unbowed. I'm not sure which one it's supposed to be. I'm pretty sure it's Unbowed.
Yeah.
Legendary Ogre Warrior. 6 mana, 6/6, red-green. Vigilance. Man, always had his shield up and ready to go. Reach. That's its primary weapon.
Yeah.
Is a specific hobgoblin weapon that is like one of 4 or 5 reach one-handers. He attacks every turn if able. Reactions out the wazoo. And Trey's first instinct was always, I'm gonna hit this guy.
Yeah.
Even if it was a ghost. And then we got the fun little final line.
It's a terrifying final line.
It's a very terrifying final line. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, he deals 6 damage to that player. So...
If he's your commander, does that count as his commander damage?
No.
No, okay.
Commander damage is only ever combat damage.
Okay.
They have to swing at you to do commander
Gotcha.
damage. Otherwise, Necrosar would be terrifying.
Fair.
But Trey had a funny reaction that I think ever came up once, maybe twice, which is a Hobgoblin base Ancestry feat. Is a reaction when an magic is cast on you, you can gain a bonus to your save. But specifically, the name of the ability is Resist Elf Magic.
That's good.
So you try to cast, he was a fighter,
Yeah.
which is one of like I think the only class that has Reactive Strike as a base ability. You try to cast a spell, stop that.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's not going to interrupt you until you're dead.
Until you... That's true. That's a non-creature spell. You're going to take 6 damage.
Yep, artifact, enchantment,
And that's
sorcery, everything.
instance.
Yep.
Like, even if you're trying to counter somebody else.
You're trying to blow him up, he's going to hit you for 6 before you do it.
That's a great card.
It's really good. It's expensive.
It's very expensive.
It's a 6 mana that, you know...
But he's green.
Yes.
So getting mana is not a problem.
No. Nah.
I have to keep that in the back pocket.
He's a pretty good one. He's 2022. I don't know if he came out earlier. Someone's some Dragon Maze.
They gave him a reprint Masters 25. That was nice.
Yeah. 2022. I know he did come out in 2022. Yeah. Interesting. But yeah, that was my second to last one. We got Valia
Volume.
and what else we got left?
I think that's it.
Because I have
for
Marius.
Secrets.
Yeah, I just have Marius.
Yeah.
Because your Gizmo was my Trey
Right.
equivalency.
For Valia, now the color I had trouble deciding on. Blue, black.
Yeah, there's a lot of rogue stuff in blue and also in black.
Yeah.
And like I can't name the cards. I can think of a few that would definitely be in that deck though.
Mm.
And there's a lot of them that are in like the mill deck that Derp has. That's Anawan. Anawan the Ruin Thief. He does a lot of... Did I spell it wrong?
Maybe just Ruin Thief.
Yeah. I can't spell. Look, I've been driving all day. Don't get at me.
There
he is. He's a rogues deck, but he's a rogue mill deck. But like I can see stuff. There's a bunch of things that would fit in this color set that would definitely fit Valia.
I think probably a 4/3 with reach and blink.
In what way?
Or flash, I think.
I can see flash. Yeah,
The
creature
coming
with
out of
flash.
hiding. Suddenly there's Valia. But there is there's a card in the Villainous Choice deck from Doctor Who. It's one of the silence cards, where at the end of their turn, it just fades out. Like is it?
I think it's literally just the silence.
The silence.
Pardon us while we scroll through Magic cards a moment to try and find it.
We know it's in the Rogue. It might be the Rogue Silence or something like that. But it's a blue card. Where has it gone? I mean, we know it's in the set.
Yeah, I can look for it here. Anyway, go on while I try and find it.
All it is like every turn it gains a 1/1 and then it fades. I think is a really cool ability, but I also think Valia should have reach.
I use this site too much. I know where everything's at. We're just going up to here. I think it's blue.
It is blue. Ponder's a fun card. Renegade Silent. There it is.
Maybe your end step, goad up to one target creature you don't control. Goad's always fun. Goad in blue is weird.
It is.
And put a +1/+1 counter on this, and then it phases out.
Which honestly is not a bad Clem ability. To goad somebody, make yourself a little stronger, and then immediately get out of danger.
It would also be good for Vinny.
Yeah. Oh,
like this would be a good
that's
like
a great Vinny
card.
Oh wow. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna lock that one in for Vinny.
How you doing? Go kill that guy. He said you kind of trash.
Would Vinny and 2146 be partner cards? Because Vinny's not. I don't know why. If somehow this was lost on people, Vinny was not a good dude.
Just a scam artist.
He was a scam artist guy who did things for profit. When the final fight is happening, there are some characters that try to do something heroic, and Vinny leaves to try to go get the loot. But I think this is a great stand-in for Vinny.
Yeah.
But
the Vinny deck absolutely needs to have two cards that are exactly the same effect, but with different names.
Okay.
Red fax machine, blue fax machine. They do the exact same thing, but they are actually just different cards, so you can run them both.
I like
and not break the commander rules.
I like it a lot. 2146, I feel like, is just such a simple, big trample card. I think he'd just be green. Like mono green, 7/7.
Yeah, he's just a big dude.
Yeah. Formian Hive.
I know. Well, he doesn't duplicate himself, but that does give me... That would be like the Formian Legion. There's a mono green card. to a player, create a copy. I know this is what it does. Giant Adaphage. It's just a 7/7 for 7 with
Yes.
trample. It deals combat damage to the player. Make a copy of it. That is the Formian Legion.
I played against this card last night. It was a problem.
Yes. Because if a single one of these survives, it keeps doing it because it has this text.
Yeah.
It's a problem. But that is absolutely just the Formian Hive Legion. Is just these guys. Over and over again. This is 1 through 2146.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's good.
I was trying to figure out, I have a proxy deck that has this in it. And I was desperately trying to figure out why the deck I had had like 9 copies of the same card. Like, did something mess up?
Right.
I'm like, oh no, this is the only one that has a mana cost on it. The rest of them are the exact card with no mana cost. So those are what you're supposed to use as copies. And I was so confused for like 20 minutes recounting through the deck, like, why do I have so many of these?
Yeah.
Do I have 99 other cards?
That's fair.
But that was a fun one. I'll give you the Verity.
Yeah. There's so many vehicle options. For the Verity, we have Pearl now. Pearl, our trusty RV, who's hopefully going to survive this trip and Henry doesn't hate us forever.
I mean, you only lost some shiny bits so far.
I don't know what the shiny bits do.
Neither do I. I have no clue. CS Verity, I have. Let me do this real quick. There we go. For CS Verity, it's a legendary artifact vehicle, obviously, because you need to be able to have it in your commander right now. It's Wooburg.
Okay.
It's just Wooburg. Like 5 mana Wooburg. It's a 1/3. So not particularly powerful on its own. Flying. X mana. Tap. Search your library. I put this as X mana, not as like an X cost, as a I didn't know what to cost this while I was making the card.
Okay.
Tap it. Search your library for any creature card that's name begins with Chip, Volya, Clementine, Aster, Gizmo, or Doc. Put them onto and then put them onto the battlefield under your control. Oh no, here it is. I actually expanded on this. I forgot that I edited it. X is equal to the converted mana cost of the creature. If you control a creature whose name begins with each of the listed names, the CS Verity gains 20, plus 20, plus 20. So if you control every single member of the Verity crew, the ship is fully stationed and operational, and you can one-shot somebody with it.
That's great. I like that a lot. It's a good win con.
It also lets you make, because if we're doing, these proxy decks, you can run any deck that you want with this as Verity. You don't have to get it up there. It just lets you pull the cards out if not. But all of the, Secrets cast cards would be Chip, the galaxy's favorite little robot, or, things along those lines for like the multiple different copies would all be character name, the specific card.
Yeah.
So then you could pull out multiple copies of like, oh, I want this specific chip. And then you pull it out and the X cost is this much.
Yeah, I think there's arguments to be made because Aster, depending on what season it is, honestly, could be black or red.
Aster absolutely is getting a Tobey Maguire card. Just full black suit Spider-Man.
Nice. I like it.
That would be fun one. Also, it's trample and indestructible because you've successfully gotten 6 of the correct cards. So why not make the card murdering people?
I would love for all of Clementine's aliases to have prints of just like, and the name is Clementine, question mark? And then the rest of it is no, and then the alias name.
Definitely not Clementine.
Oh, what a good one.
The last one I had here, this was the fun one for me because I did it on theming and less on character ability.
Okay.
But I think it still works. Because I was struggling to find something that was like... I think it's a similar problem as what I would have with making a Volya card. Is I don't know how I would set up, like... anything beyond double strike, and he can deal damage to a creature when you tap him.
Yeah.
Because he's a ranger, he's shooting twice, this is his primary ability, blah, blah, blah. But I was like... Marius is more than just I shoot bow at people.
Right.
Especially in the story of Strange Aeons, with how things are going. So, I made Marius. If I can spell this right, which it's an Eldrazi name. So, quick spoiler alert on that. It's an Eldrazi name. There we go. Azlask, the Swelling Surge. Eldrazi are basically the magic equivalent of, the Great Old Ones.
Right.
Because you got the Eldrazi Titans and everything. But this fella is just a 3-mana 2/2 colorless fella. However, he's Wooburg, because he has it in his text.
Right.
Whenever him or another colorless creature you control dies, you, the player, the entity outside the game generally, gains an experience counter.
Right.
You then can pay Wooburg. All creatures you control get +X until end of turn, where X is the number of experience counters you have. Scions and Spawns, which are little 0/1 or 1/1 guys that generally you use to tap them to get 1 extra colorless, gain Indestructible and Annihilator 1 until end of turn. Annihilator, if you're unaware,
I'm unaware.
When it is declared attacking, whoever it is declared attacking must sacrifice 1 permanent. They get to pick, but if I have 6 of these guys with Annihilator 1 swinging at you, you have to sacrifice 6 permanents. Permanents. This can be lands.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
It's anything. And they're all huge.
Why is this card only 31 cents?
Because it's not... It relies on Scions and Spawns, which isn't, super popular. Eldrazi is... If you say I'm playing an Eldrazi deck at your table, you have decided to play Archenemy without any of the benefits of being the Archenemy.
That's fair.
Because it is the correct decision objectively, including in universe, that when the Eldrazi show up, you kill them immediately.
Okay.
It does not matter what else is going on. That thing needs to die. Because you've also got stuff like this extremely annoying guy, Ulek.
I hate its mana.
He's also Wooburg, but you can pay for colorless. He's Wooburg because there are colored Eldrazi. They all have Devoid. So they technically have no color. But you can pay 2 extra anytime you cast an Eldrazi spell to copy all spells you control.
Then copy all other activated and triggered abilities you control.
Yep. This man is a nightmare to play. I made a deck with him, played it once, and just went, I have a headache now.
Yeah.
I'm done with this. And I think I've played it one other time. And that other time was absurd. Because on turn 3 I had Tron and also 12 other mana. Ew. So Ululek's nasty. All of the Eldrazi do bad things like this, and they all need to be killed instantly. But that's why I went with Spelling Scourge for Marcus, was just the whole theming of it really fits.
Yeah.
Rangers can do a lot of different things. Wooburg was my logic there. The exact wording I have here is, seems to be the reason of others around them dying while getting ignored by larger threats. It infects others via experience counters, because it buffs everything, but you are the thread that ties everything together thematically. And suddenly making them a much larger problem than thought. Makes a bunch of things like 0/1 Spawns and Scions that are otherwise not much of an issue to things that become massive threats. To a point where his existence within the party has made the Aeons just be like, we need to kill you.
I wish, and I say this affectionately, I wish there was some kind of mechanic I could think of that could harvest the fact that Marcus as a player does not roll terribly well.
Well, there are D20 rolls.
Oh, that's true.
So you do an inverse card, where instead of wanting to roll high, you want to roll low.
Okay.
Which there is, I don't remember what the name of it is. Derp just played it on me on Sunday this week.
Was it with a Mr. House deck?
No, it's a mono white that exiles a creature and you roll a d20. If you roll a 1 through 9, you get a 4/4. If you roll a 10 through 19, you get a 2/2. And if you roll a 20, you get a 1/1.
Oh,
so you want to roll low.
Which, tangent, is the objective of the Fallout tabletop RPG, is to roll low. So that's, if we ever run one of those, Marcus has to be at that table.
Well, then he'll roll high.
I hope not. I want that to be Marcus's time to shine.
I think, is it Call of Cthulhu that you also want to roll low? Like you want to roll lower than whatever your stat is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I like that system a lot too, at least in previous editions. I don't know if that's the case for this one.
Yeah, I haven't played the latest one. I've read the old one.
Where, like, failure, your, like, skill can go up. If you critically fail, your skill goes up by 1.
Yeah, it's like and I think you keep track of every skill that you failed during a session.
Yeah.
And then next session you can choose to increase one of those skills.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a really cool system of just, like, you are getting better at a thing without having to, like, level up. You just are getting better, so the more you do, the more interesting it is.
It is unfortunate that living to the next session is very difficult in Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, if your GM decides you're having a combat in Call of Cthulhu, it does just kind of seem like they're going, okay, how many of you are dying now?
There's so many things that are just either minimum damage from firearms or are immune to firearms.
Yeah. I've wanted to try Call of Cthulhu, but the system, I have listened to Dungeons and Daddies play it.
Yeah.
I got to, like, I think episode 16 before I got busy with other things while driving. It's interesting. Every combat is just you die.
Yeah.
Like, someone's dying.
Yeah, it certainly can be. Even if you make, like, a combat-centric character, which is not difficult to do. You're just a big guy.
Yeah. Or a dude that's really good with a gun.
Lingering damage is very much a thing. Sanity damage is lingering in Call of Cthulhu.
And the other part is, like, if you do take damage, cool. How do you really think in a Call of Cthulhu campaign, without the world ending, you're going to have a month of downtime to take care of that 1 point of damage?
Yeah.
That's rough.
I also like that the sanity damage has a cap. So if you take the max, like I say, it's a D4 of sanity damage. Once you take 4 from that instance, you don't take any more. You've seen it.
Yeah, you got it.
I've seen this before. It skips from regular shows, just has maximum sanity damage at all times.
It was brought up last night in our session was Old Man Henderson.
Yeah.
With his lawn gnomes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what the context was. Someone just mentioned Old Man Henderson and it reminded me. I'm just like, I need to go reread that. Because it's a fun little story. And by fun, I mean insane.
I think in terms of, like, cards that would just be fun to have for a proxy deck, I would love a spider milk food token, shrimps fried rice. You could do like they have in the, the Spider-Man set. There is the hot dog cart, but just make it shrimps fried rice. Bagel and schmear.
Bagel and schmear was one I was thinking of for spider milk, except it wouldn't be bagel and schmear.
Right.
But it would be like spider milk unspoiled, spider milk spoiled.
It's double-sided.
It's either like gain 2, it's either a food token or deal 2 damage.
I would love that, like, once this card has been on the field for 3 turns, it becomes...
Transform it,
it becomes spoiled spider milk.
Yeah, that would be a fun one.
I wanted to see if it would keep is the flavor text.
Just on the other side. The front side is definitely like, why do you drink this?
I would love
just Henry hesitantly sliding a glass.
There's a card in the Doctor Who called Cyto Conversion, which is basically it's one of those like name a card type. It turns all of your cards into that.
Yeah.
I would love a Clementine being lifted up by a spider, and the card is just put me down. You like turn target creature into a spider for 1 turn because they think she's a baby spider.
That worked decently with all the Spider-Man cards that came out, because before the Spider-Man set there was so little spider synergy.
Yeah, I mean even that one insect card we just looked at works in a spider deck. It's a graveyard spider deck, and it's gross.
Yeah. What was one I know we mentioned one for Aster over at karaoke that was really interesting.
Was it like an instant, a sorcery? Do we remember?
No, it was a creature card. Oh, it was a version of like what you said with the saga creature.
Yeah.
But every time he attacked, he gained a token, like a counter.
Right.
And you could spend the counters to activate abilities on him.
That's like Galadriel. Galadriel is if another elf is cast this turn, pick one of the 3 effects that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was just like each time Aster attacks, he gains 1 counter, and then he has like a 1, 2, and 3 ability. 1 being like give another creature haste. Yeah. The 3 being the solar detonation, deal like 3 damage to any target.
Aster would work great as a planeswalker.
Yeah.
In that sense.
Yeah, we had a bunch of ideas for Aster that night, but it was like we came up with planeswalker ideas, we came up with creature ideas, we came up with the enchantment ideas.
I would retheme the Tarask from the D&D set as Old Bessie.
That would fit incredibly well, yeah. I kept when you guys were in the Zeitgeist, I kept telling Corey just like, hey, if you need a really easy like boss fight, you have a massively Godzilla-sized spider you can just throw in here at any point.
At any point. It is often thought about.
Yeah, and just like it's literally a legend according to Doc. That's absolutely in the Zeitgeist.
I've got to stop being given creative freedom with things we find on the desert moon of Karth.
Nope, you live there. You have the most creative freedom.
Which I love the running bit of like, Doc, is this normal? No, I can't stress to you enough that this is just a place. We're like a place like any other. All this voodoo nonsense that keeps happening only happened to me when you guys showed up.
I don't know why it's to bring back the one shot. You weren't like this before you got here. This place wasn't like this before you 5 showed up.
Yes, absolutely.
You 4. What are you doing? There was not a vampire man that summoned 1,000,000 rats before you guys got here.
I would have never wandered into the desert and brought this terror into this town. Like, level 10 is a good level to get to, and assumedly just stop adventuring. Most adventuring parties don't make it to level 2.
Most NPCs in like Pathfinder and Starfinder, unless they are like unique legends of the land, like the people that run Absalom, the biggest city in Pathfinder, cap out at like 14.
Right.
Unless they're like the Archmage of Absalom, who I think is like 20.
Right.
And then he's not around a lot because he's busy doing level 20 things.
Exactly. I'm excited and hopefully pray that Corey never puts Old Bessie on his random encounter chart. Because I know that man loves kaiju.
I know a couple things that are on that chart right now. She's not on there right now.
Okay.
I can tell you that much.
All right.
Not right now. I don't know if it's coming up later. I find out most of what's happening in the session Monday night. And then get sent tokens Monday and Tuesday. And then I'm here Wednesday and we get everything put together.
There you go.
That's the usual go-to for a secret setup. For a peek behind the screen is about 2 days.
Fair.
I mean, I'm going home tonight to make tokens for tomorrow.
For tomorrow,
so
absolutely.
Thankfully, I already have the template for those. That'll be easy.
I think I sent you all the ones I needed. I'm fairly certain I did.
If not, I can make some on the fly.
Are there any really... I know most of the bits from Aeons that stand out become the hero point cards.
Yeah, that's where a lot of them come from, is either like themes for the existing characters of like, there are cards in there that are like, this is a Kami card. I think there's actually like 2 or 3 in there that are Kami cards. Because one's for her familiar, one's for sustaining a spell. There's one in there that's Resme themed, which was back when we did Age of Ashes. She had an ability that just like removed the components of spells and she took some damage.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm doing it anyway. And it's just, you take some damage and now your spells aren't gonna trigger reactions. So you can cast Fireball in someone's face.
I would love, from Malevolence, the Crab, I think would be a great monster card. And then on the flip side, when it transforms as Closer Crab, it's the same artwork like Corey did for the thumbnail.
For the thumbnail.
It's just much closer.
We had I have one in there for Talus, which I think came up, I think Colby's used it. It makes you and one enemy confused for 1 round.
Ooh.
And if you successfully hit them, you deal extra damage.
Okay.
So ideally, you do it with no one else around you. Because then this is the closest target, and you just sit there and beat them 3 times, and then they have to do the same to you, but without any bonus damage.
It's pretty good.
Which, it's still letting the enemy attack. They can do anything that does damage to you and is hostile, but it helps your allies be protected while also making it not do the thing it wants to do other than hit you in the face. Which, I mean, some things just want to do that.
Yeah. But if you run up on a mage, that's a different story.
They're going to cast cantrips or a spell that, you know, is going to do a lot of damage to you, but not to everyone else.
Exactly.
Or a thing with Pathfinder. A lot of enemies, if you just take one action off them, their turn's screwed.
True.
Because generally they want to move and use their 2-action ability.
Yeah.
One action's gone, well, I guess I'm just going to stand here and punch you.
Yeah, I mean...
You don't have much other options. There was a chip card. What was it?
I think Pepper is a card that absolutely fights other cards. Making treasure tokens could be a thing.
Pepper would definitely have 2 versions. You would have, like, current Pepper, and you would have Pepper the pirate.
Space Pirate Pepper.
Yeah. And she would just be like, anytime you deal damage to an opponent, create a treasure token. Just plunder.
I like that.
Or take control of one of their artifacts until the end of next turn.
Ooh,
just treasure nabber status.
That's really good.
Steal from people. Honey, I used to be a criminal. Good news, you still are.
There's I've played very limited Magic, and it's mostly Universes Beyond. Another card in the Doctor Who set called Wedding Ring, which is you give a copy to an opponent, and anytime you draw a card or they draw a card, the other person draws a card.
Yeah, Colby, I'm pretty sure Colby has a deck for
Wedding
this.
Ring.
It's
great. Simultaneous draw, simultaneous lifelink.
He has this card in... It's either Colby or Jen. I don't remember who. It's probably both. Wedding Ring and Mrs. Bumbleflower.
Have you cast a
Miss
spell?
Bumbleflower, pardon me.
Target opponent draws a card. Okay. So then you would get to draw a card.
You know why the Wedding Ring's in that deck? Ain't no R in that name, son. She's single and ready to mingle.
Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. It gains flying until end of turn. If this is the second time this ability is... Oh, no. That's a great way to just keep drawing cards.
She is a group hug deck that she will keep getting bigger, and then she'll get flying, and then she'll kick you in the face.
Yeah. I like that she's a 1/5.
Mm-hmm. She got that donk.
Huh.
She is single lady. Jen has this deck, and Jen's deck of this is very good. It's Nick and Jen very reliably swamp myself, Derp, and many others because they used to play Standard and they build good decks.
Yeah.
I build the funny red deck that I make a big guy and then I hand it to you and go hit someone.
Right. Yeah. I think goading is definitely a thing Clementine could do as well.
Oh, absolutely.
I would like make an enchantment just called Third Guy. Target creature, it becomes attack. Like you must attack target creature with that is enchanted with this card.
Or this creature must block if it is able.
Oh, true. That's good.
What would be another one? Valia would definitely just have, like, in her deck, just multiple instants that are just cast, deal damage.
Yes.
Just multiple different cards that
Agreed.
do that. Different types of ammunition that's, like, does 1 damage and then does 1 damage again.
I think Aster would have delete in his deck.
Just delete. Oh, Cybermen.
Yeah, deals X damage to each non-artifact creature and each player. That's his...
That's Solar Detonation,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So,
My brain said for Solar Detonation, I think this is better for Detonation.
Blasphemous act.
Yeah, if I...
Ooh, you forgot the S.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Blasphemous Act. Just the more things show up, the asters just cast less die.
Yeah. There's so much. I hate the fact that Nosferatu could function as a rat deck commander.
I'm trying to remember the name of the card. I have a card in my deck that absolutely can fit.
It's Rat Colony, isn't it?
No, well, Rat Colony would be in the deck. He would absolutely be a deck that would run Rat Colony and Thrumming Stone. 100%, because then you got to put the million rats on the table. Sacrifice a creature, deal damage equal to its power.
Wow.
It's only 22. Where is he? There's a lich rat thing that you can pay. I think it's green black. Sacrifice any creature you control, and it does damage to a player equal to its power. So you put the rat colonies down. You put 21 rat colonies on the board. They're all 22 22s. Tap sack, tap sack, tap sack. Kill someone.
Dang.
Yeah, I can't remember the name. I have it. I have a rat deck. I can probably pull it up. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's definitely this one. It's a creature. Crypt gas, no. Food token, no.
Is it?
I think it's this guy. I think it's Golgari Lich Lord. Yeah, +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard. Let me pull up browser again here. 1 black-green, sacrifice another creature. Each opponent loses life equal to the sacrifice creature's power. So you get 21 rats down.
Yeah.
You pay 6 mana. You deal 44 damage to everybody in life loss, not in damage.
Right.
So it's much harder to prevent. And then you can always get him back. Because if you're playing, black-green, you just sacrifice one of both, pull him back out, blow everyone up. He's pretty nasty. He is, you have to set up for him, but he can also get real big. As long as you have a bunch of creatures in your card. So, he gets real big, and you have someone does a board clear. You bring him back out. He's still real big.
Things in your graveyard.
He's still a threat.
You'd have to exile him.
Unless he's your commander.
That's true, because you can send your commander to the graveyard for funsies. And
Yep.
Just put him back in your hand. It'll ignore the commander tax.
You just got to be careful of all of the graveyard hate in existence that exiles all graveyards. Which you then just pull them back into the command zone.
Run several cards that exile graveyards.
Boy, howdy, do we love Bojuka Bog in this house.
Your bogs? Consider them Bojuka.
Yep. But this is one of the decks, which 21 rat colonies. The only kinds of decks that you will ever see Thrumming Stone run in.
21 rat.
How would you like an additional rat? And an additional rat. But this, you could absolutely, this is a rat food deck that's based around this fella. Just having a bunch of creatures come in, getting a bunch of food tokens, sacrificing the food tokens to make them indestructible. That way they stick around. You put 21 rats on the board, you end your turn. The issue is you have to be able to pay 1 for each one. But then you can just, how are you guys? Stick around through a Blasphemous Act.
True.
Because you just put 21 down, so now it's only 1.
Oh gosh.
But no, that's one of them. But no, we got a bunch of different stuff. I'm sure. What would we have for? Because we didn't really come up with one for volley. We definitely said reach. We said flash.
I don't know. I said 4/3.
Yeah. Even with flash, you would just enter. And then all she can do is block.
True.
I think she would, if she has flash, she would definitely need something that is like, when this creature enters, deal its power and damage to another target creature.
That makes sense.
And then once she's on the board, I think she just has a tap ability that just does damage of some variety. Because she's a sniper. She's not running into melee and fighting stuff. She's being as far away as possible. Tap it, bang.
Yeah, have it in the sense of like where Dugan did twice his power, just tap her, does her power and damage to target.
Target creature.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're just going to bump her up to insane amounts and shoot people.
Right.
That wouldn't be bad. I'm trying to think of what to do with her. Ooh. She flavored as like harrying fire. When she enters, give target creature minus X, where X is Valia's power.
Okay.
Like minus X, minus 0.
Yeah, that way if you're being attacked, the flash comes in.
Yeah.
Make a creature weaker.
Yep, and then she just has a tap ability to do damage.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah. Chip would definitely have all the like weird... all of Chip's cards are going to put some weird type of token on somebody. Someone's going to get like a pepper token somehow in there.
Chip gains 1 pepper token for every turn Pepper is on the field.
Pepper gains +1/+1 for every pepper token on Chip.
That's not bad.
Anytime a target attacks Chip, Pepper automatically attacks it.
I'm trying to think of if there's something to be done with Chip's natural curiosity and instigation. Because the minute something wacky begins to happen, I just look at Chip and count the seconds.
Sully has... And I'm going to say this because she can't tell me not to.
She's in the Japan division.
She's in Japan. Sully has just straight up told me, my favorite thing in the world to do is for there to be a trap in the room. Because I'm going to activate it.
It's the minute we were in the desert and the phone started ringing. I just looked at Sully and I was like, go ahead. There's nothing I can do to stop you. Corey has set up this magnificent bait, and I know you're going to take it, which did lead to one of our better bits of the show.
I do think we topped it. I think we topped it with last episode.
Radio?
Yeah, the radios were insanely funny. Just the fact that bit got set up straight like 2 or 3 hours before stream. It was not going to exist 2 or 3 hours before stream.
The music getting steadily louder was a great touch.
Corey, let me find the exact wording he told me for that one. Where is it? It'll be under this. He just sent me, after sending me all the tokens and stuff, figuring out about generic maps, making encounters and stuff, he sent me at 1:11 was the last time we were talking about all the map stuff, and then at 3:44, note, we go live at 7, I generally am at the studio at 6. Okay, I have new music too. Sends me 4 things called Marching Music, The Stars and Stripes, On the Tramp, RC Altman arrangement for Dixie Tango, and children's folk song Yankee Doodle. My immediate response was, these names concern me for whatever you are planning. And then forgot the important one, National Anthem USA. There it is. This one must be blasted first. If you are able to find an eagle screech to play randomly during it, I won't be opposed. Last stream before Japan, Corey must prove he is an American. We must be patriotic. Fingers crossed they roll this one.
Oh, man. I'm excited to return the secrets.
It will be entertaining. We'll hopefully also have a new camera besides this one that we're looking at right now, because I didn't realize that Brett left the lens I needed to test with here.
Oh.
So hopefully we'll have a camera that doesn't randomly turn blue. I don't know why it does that. I can't replicate it. It's completely random. We just sometimes go blue for like a quarter second.
I don't think I've ever noticed.
You won't, unless you're staring at OBS.
Oh, fair.
I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Yeah, sometimes like this camera, it just goes blue for like half a second, and then it goes away, and it's fine the rest of the stream. Doesn't crash or anything, just we're blue.
Weird.
It's briefly blue.
I wonder if it's trying to like color compensate.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the camera. I don't know if it's the cable. I don't know if it's the connection port. I don't know if it's the setting on the camera.
Sure.
I got a brand new camera for it. So it's one Brett recommended. He does photography and things, so we'll see about that. But yeah, we have a bunch of commanders that we've kind of come up with here. I did have ideas for the Secrets one, but I would want to get, because half of the players that are on Secrets besides Marcus play Magic, I would kind of want to get with them for coming up with their like custom commanders. And then I also need to apologize to Corey because I forgot about Prototype.
I think Prototype is is it a transform that's double-sided?
Yes, it would definitely be a transform commander. Definitely not partner, because they have never interacted.
Correct. That's a good point. Are they both red, though?
They're both red. I think Bambi is probably red. What would he be? Red-blue? Because he does have a lot of things that like turn off enemy resistances and a lot of utility things.
Ooh, this card ignores ward?
Damage from this card cannot be prevented, I would think.
Okay.
Because he can just get around whatever resistance he needs to deal his damage type. He can either do the damage type that isn't resisted or get around it.
True, okay.
Like, you can still block it, it's just the damage can't be stopped.
Right. So, trample. Huh.
Trample would just make it so that, like, if you have a way to reduce the damage, it wouldn't be reduced. Because if you like Teferi's Protection out, you just straight up can't be targeted. So, he can't hit you then anyway. I just do combat damage, cannot be... Yeah, that'd be easier. I think, unironically, let me find it, because I have the perfect card for Bryn's side of Prototype. I think it's... Yeah. Chide of Alara, Wooburg, trample 6/6. When it dies, destroy all non-land permanents. It just explodes. It's a large angry baby that explodes. Prototype is new to life. Prototype explodes. Prototype hurts everything, including its friends. Prototype is here to explode.
Love that TikTok. It's like, well, anything short of just burning down the town, nothing can really be done. And Bryn's immediate...
Let's burn down.
All in favor of burning down the town.
We have another one on there from Abomination Vaults that when Bryn was playing her insane druid, who fed us raw meat and bugs to heal us, we were trying to rescue some dwarf from an altar or something, and he was like chained to it. We were trying to figure out how to get the chains off, and my character at the time is like field medic, investigator, and at the moment was strung out on hype because he's been having a very bad time recently, and he's just a tiny bit shaky, and just like, how were we going to get him out of here? Oh, just keep pulling harder. Big Gnoll Man, just pull on his arms and legs. To which I responded with, nope, thou just take his arms and legs off. And she just lit up and just went, Corwin, let's take his arms and legs off. No! Bryn is, and I say this with all the love in my heart, every character Bryn plays is a monster. They shouldn't be allowed around people.
Child of Alara, but you Morning Tide's light before blowing it up.
I don't know what that is, so let's find out.
Thank you, Next Tooth.
Oh, it's a blink.
Ooh. But that doesn't... Because that card has to die, right?
Yeah. You would Morning Tide's light, clear all of your board, and then blow up Child of Alara.
That's pretty good. Until your next turn, prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. This is a 4 cost?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Now, welcome to White. We get rid of our own board and then say nothing can happen to us.
Yeah, there's a great card. Everybody Lives in the Doctor Who deck is a staple in mine.
I had that card played against me this Sunday.
Yes, you did. Oh, I played it against you too.
Nah, this came up, I was playing Alexios, and Derp stole Alexios. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna, unless you give me him back, I'm just gonna kill you.
All right.
So I just swung everything, and one of our friends who was playing a partner Doctor Who deck was just like, you know what? I need you to be alive. So she played this and made it so that I couldn't kill him.
Ah, what a great card. Because it's usually when somebody does their big, like... I love their end-all be-all win con, or they're just ready to like swing 60 damage around the table, and you're just like, easy, pal.
Yeah. There's another one, Purse Protection, that does similar.
Gain an extra turn.
Gift an extra turn.
Oh.
Give someone else an extra turn. You make 4 birds. If it was promised, which if you give someone an extra turn, you phase out until your next turn. And your life total can't be changed and you have protection from everything. So you're just like, hey, I think I can deal with the strongest player in the game.
Yeah.
Take 2 turns, buddy. Kill everyone else, and then I'm going to come back in, get my whole board back, and deal with you.
I'm going to take an extra turn after this one. So if, like, you're playing 4-person and the guy on the left is the problem, guy on the right could get the turn, and then it would go back to this person, and then they would get an... Oh,
yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, you can play this, and it will go a full round around the table after that person gets their extra turn.
That's pretty good.
So... they get 2 turns. If neither of these people died, they get 2 turns where they can only really deal with the person who got 2 turns. And then you come back in with 4 extra 2/2s.
Yeah.
Purse Protection's really good. It's not quite, the one that honestly...
Your life total can't change, and you gain protection from everything.
Teferis is like... it's the CEDH card that if you run White, like, there's no reason for... It's one of those cards that's like Soul Ring.
Yeah.
It's like, if you can run this card in your deck, why would you not run it?
Because it's a...
Or Soulstone.
Because it's a $50 card.
That's... card costs don't matter much if you proxy them.
That's fair.
But just... until your next turn, your life total can't change. You have protection from everything. All your stuff phases out. For 3 mana. At instant speed.
Yeah.
If you can run this, why would you not run this? It's just, I'm not going to take anything of whatever is happening on the board.
Put that on my Christmas list.
Yeah, Teferis is one of those cards that's so good, I don't like that exists, because there's no reason not to run it if you can run it.
Yeah, the question is, how do we get Prototype isolated to blow themselves up without consequence? I think that's a great way to do it.
Yeah, exactly what you said. Morning Tide's Light.
It was a great opportunity to do that. It's a hefty cost.
I mean, if you have Child on the board already, it's only 4 mana.
That's true, because you're not doing it all at the same time.
It's any number of target creatures. So the only downside with Morning Tide is it is only creatures. So all of your enchantments, equipment, artifacts, like everything that's not a creature is going to get blown up.
If you're... well, no, because you can't run... well, I guess if we were doing, what was it, Bellows earlier that turns everything into creatures during combat?
You do Child of Alara as your commander, you can run anything.
Yeah, if you have Bellows on the field, then all of your artifacts become creatures. So you could exile them for that moment.
Yeah.
And then they just come right back. But then again, that seems like a complicated...
because it's during your turn.
Yeah, I mean, she would. If you have her swing at something and she gets blocked by.
Bello would deal with it with himself without having to do anything. Your creature would get blown up, but you wouldn't even need to do that.
Oh, true, because indestructible.
They all get indestructible. Now, Bello would die, and then they would all lose that, but it would be simultaneous effects, so they would have indestructible, Bello would die, and then everything else would still be alive.
Yeah.
But this is also non-equipment, non-auras, so if you have either of those would still get blown up.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I've tried to play Bello, like the Precon Bello, a couple of times.
That's fair next to.
Oh.
You have to figure that out in Strange Aeons. Best of luck.
The easy solution for that, it's not going to happen. Prototype will blow up when Prototype chooses to blow up, which is always.
Always.
I mean, hey, at least Bambi tried to not blow people up several times. He blew up the least number of people he could voluntarily.
That is something. It's in the effort.
Yeah, I mean, it also... Fire damage plus plant people is bad. Because burned a lot, it don't hurt. Yeah. I've played Bello a couple of times, and... He's good. Unless you don't hit ramp.
Yeah.
I've had that happen a lot where I play Bello and it's like, I don't have anything that's 4 bigger on the board.
Well, I mean,
so
that's
I can't
when
do
you
anything.
run. That's when you run every like mana rock under the sun.
It's green. You don't need to. You just run ramp cards. It's every time I played this guy, all I've gotten is cards that are below 4 cost and no ramp. So it's just like, I guess I'm here.
Yeah, but then all your mana rocks would turn into the 4/4s as well.
Mana value 4 or greater.
Oh.
They have to be 4 or greater.
They have to be 4 or greater.
Yep. So your mana rocks still just mana rocks. Usually.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless you're playing like the one that taps for 3 and can be sacrificed to draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of colorless ones.
Have you seen Commander Sphere?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
It's
seems like a 3 cost for 1.
Yeah, it's there to be sacrificed when you don't need it anymore. Like when you've caught up in mana, it's ramp early and then draw late game. Is I think the idea behind it. I don't run it.
True. Even then, though, you can't ramp with it until turn 3.
Yeah, but I mean, if you get
maybe you get a Soul Ring, sure, but like
land drop, Soul Ring, and even then, like you still can't play it.
Yeah,
because you're tapping your land for Soul Ring. Yeah, I just don't like Commander Sphere. It's not a bad card. It's just not a card that I personally like to play in the decks that I play. I probably should. The frequent problem of all of my decks is I don't put enough draw in them. Corey has beaten into me the lands issue. We have one of the people we play with in our pod is frequently cursed. It does not matter what the deck is. If she built the deck,
right.
She can put 40 lands in that deck. She's not touching a single one of them. Or she's only touching those.
I don't like tap 1 for 2 lands.
Like tap a land or pay 1 to get 2.
Pay 1 to get 2.
Filter lands, they're mana fix.
Like, because it can be tapped for 1. No, it can't even be tapped for 1. You have to spend a mana to make it.
They're generally
cost 2.
It's generally tap for colorless or pay 1 tap to get the others.
Right, which is like I could either get 2 from 2 sources, or I could burn 1 and get 2. Which, unless you need the specific color that they're offering,
it's mana
is what
fix.
that's for.
Yeah, I run a lot of like. I think they're the pathway lands that like you can play them on either side.
Yeah.
I prefer those to others, but still, like if I end up getting 5 mountains, a forest, and nothing of my plains, swamps, or islands, well, guess I'm not playing like 2/3 of my deck.
With my 14th Doctor deck, I have pretty much every card that is like, oh, it comes in tapped, or you can tap it for these 3 different colors of mana. Like I've just thrown those in there. There was so many of those.
There's one, I don't know how good it is. I think it's this. Yeah, Throne of Eldraine. I don't know why I don't see this in more monocolor decks.
Choose a color, add 4 mana of the chosen color. Holy cow.
Can only use it for monocolored spells, but if you're playing in a monocolored deck,
Yeah.
like if you can get it down, it's a 5-drop that taps for 4 or 2 cards for 3 mana. This is really good.
Chosen color to activate this ability.
Yeah, like in any monocolored deck, this is just good. And I don't see anyone run
I
it.
feel like mono reds with all your big board wipes and burn damages, that would just
Yeah,
be...
I have that in the Alexios deck. It's good. I've never pulled it, but it's good.
That's the kicker of like putting such a fun and potentially not a game changer, but a game changing card is just not pulling it
Yeah.
out of your 100 cards.
I've played Alexios 3 times. I think I've seen like 40 cards in that deck.
Yep.
Because it doesn't matter how many times I shuffle it, I'm still going to pull the same things.
Yep.
It's a curse. But it's a fun curse. But yeah, we should probably wrap up for the night because you have a drive home and then drive back up tomorrow.
Indeed. And
And
I gotta
I-
get an oil change.
I also need to go make stuff for stream tomorrow.
Yep. Makes up
So.
for stream tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow. I will be running another one shot with the fantastic Gary, Riley, and Brett on deck as AJ is bound by work law and Corey's in the
Unfortunately.
Japan dimension. So
We will hopefully have AJ for Sunday.
yes.
And then we don't know what's happening next Wednesday yet. We're figuring that part out. Also next Tuesday, if we want to do something, we'll figure that out. Maybe we'll invite Gary and Riley over and we'll have the split discussion of them describing WWE lore to me while I describe Pathfinder lore to them.
I like that idea.
Lore trading.
Lore trading. Everyone bring in a hyperfixation. And here's your half hour. Go.
You have 30 minutes to impress me.
It's just Shark Tank with lore.
Tell me why I should watch your show. But I think we should be good for the evening. So,
Yeah.
bye everybody.
Thanks for tuning in.
See ya.